6 other riders were treated for shock after the accident on the 𝐭'𝐬 roller coaster.
Well, you give him shock therapy? Reapers, what's his good? It's your boy Laser. He's about to make another scary action video. He's on the scary content. So can you do that? He's in the top 10 scary accidents on a roller coaster you won't believe happened. Guys, there's so many crazy ass roller coaster like things that happened in the past. We're that's trying to enjoy scary content. You want scary videos like the feature? It's me slap button. You subscribe, you tickle that notification bell icon. I'll stream every day on Twitch. Also check out my music type on platforms. Let's dive straight into the video.
The top 10
There we
scary
go.
accidents on roller coasters you will.
This video is gonna make me hate roller coasters even more, bro. Like I already hate roller coasters enough, and it's not even that they're scary. They're just I don't understand how people enjoy them. They just make you feel sick. The motion sickness, horrible.
Starting us off in at number 10, we have Melissa Collins, the woman in the intro of this video, and a mother of 2 young children. She was on her last day of vacation when she suffered major injuries when a roller coaster crashed. Melissa was on the Sand Blaster roller coaster in Daytona Beach with a friend. Moments leading up to the accident, Melissa thought she was going to die. She was left trapped, dangling 3 stories above the ground, hanging on for dear life. 2 passengers were actually ejected from the ride.
Melissa is still in excruciating pain with a fractured jaw, broken arm, collarbone, crushed ribs, and spinal injuries.
Well, at least she's still, damn, at least she's still fucking alive. Holy fuck. Bro, these roller coaster injuries, like I know someone was like decapped. Like I've seen like stories of people losing their head. Oh.
Is this real life right now?
You
this just
like
put a whole new fear in roller coasters for me. And get this just happened last year and it could have happened to anybody. And at number 9, we have a roller coaster that was stuck upside down for hours with passengers in it. I would for sure pass out with all the blood flowing to my head. The Flying Dinosaur ride at Universal Studios.
Alright, yeah, because if you're upside down, the blood slowly starts to pile. Yeah, it's like that cave accident. I made a TikTok on it. The guy that got stuck in a cave, they tried to pull him out. They couldn't get him and he died.
In Japan wasn't flying anymore.
Like with the cave.
More than 60 thrill seekers had to be rescued from the ride, which left them hanging.
Yeah, that's terrifying. Oh, that makes me cringe. I think being upside down for too long literally will kill you.
For hours.
Everyone was just hanging there for more than 2 hours, and they were about 60 to 90 feet from the ground, so if all of a sudden the restraints open up, well that would be very bad news. Luckily no one was injured, and I'm sure that's the last time that any of the people went on rides. There is no way that I'd be able to relive that situation. And if they offered like a season's pass, I would say heck no. Moving into the race, we have a
actually I would say heck yes, just to go there for like the food and shit, like the concession stands and all that, you know what I'm saying?
Scary water ride that derailed. You guys won't believe this. So first you can see everything is fine. The big drop was successful.
Oh shit!
But after the drop, someone kept filming. Well, that's because the ride derailed at the bottom. Is this real life right now? Here is the scary part of this video. Everyone on board was able to get out of the ride, but the thing is, the ride is still very active. The next group of people were about to come down that big drop and hit right into them. So when the people took notice of this, they realized the situation they were in, they tried to run out of the way.
Oh shit. I wonder how cold that water is. Is that water like cold as fuck, or is it like, I don't know. I know like the water park water usually be like freezing. I don't know. Some people tell me it's usually like warm as shit.
This is incredibly frightening to watch, and now because everyone in the back boat is stuck, they're going to be the next set of riders who's going to be hit by the next ride, and this is going to continue until the ride operator realizes what is going on. From there we move on to number 7 on our list. We have the 1986 accident that happened on the Mindbender roller coaster ride inside the West Edmonton Mall in Edmonton. And it's located in Alberta, Canada, and yes, I did say inside of a mall. This is a massive mall. I mean, it's so big it has...
Is he like, I don't know. Well, I know Great Wolf Lodge is like a chain in a way, if you guys know what I'm talking about. This is like same vibes, like an indoor water park.
So a roller coaster is at. This 1986 accident is the one and only on this list that happened indoors. Well, on this day, this ride went so fast around the corner, it actually derailed as it approached its third loop on the ride. The ride stalled at the top of the loop and it went backwards into the concrete column. 3 people actually passed away from this scary accident and 15 others were injured. So get this, investigators determined that missing bolts in a wheel assembly caused the accident, so this was actually human error. This ride was closed down for several months and then reopened. After hearing a story like this, I wouldn't reopen this ride, but luckily since that accident, nothing else has ever happened. Moving into number 6, we have the Coney Island cyclone disaster that happened in Brooklyn. Back in 1985, a 29-year-old man was killed, but it had nothing to do with the actual ride malfunctioning. Well, maybe. This man for some reason was able to stand up while the ride was going on, and he hit his head on the crossbeam. I'm not sure why the restraints didn't stop this man from standing while the ride was in progress, or why he wanted to stand. A few years later in 1988, a 26-year-old man was killed after falling out of...
Should have just missed opportunity to just ask Travis Scott to call it Astro. Wait, no, it's a roller coaster ride though. It's not like the whole park. The park is called Astroworld, but damn.
The ride. Again, what is up with the restraints on this ride? That man fell 30 feet and landed on a crossbeam and he died on impact. There has been no accidents on this ride for about 20 years, but in 2007, a 53-year-old man suffered several crushed vertebrae in his neck while riding the Cyclone ride, and then he passed away 4 days later due to complications during surgery. Number 5, well, here's a messed up one for you. For this next scary accident, let me take you over to the Ride of Steel in Darien Lake, which is located in the States. Well, there was this war vet, 𝐿_𝐴𝐻, who lost both of his legs during his active duty with the war. When he returned, his family decided to go to the amusement park, but that decision would change his family's life forever. When James was getting on board the Ride of Steel, the staff members there okayed him to ride the ride in his condition, but that ended up being a big mistake. He came loose and fell out of the ride when there was bumps in the ride, and because he didn't have legs, he flew right out and fell right to his death. This is just a tragic story, and I wonder who is at blame
no, fuck that.
for this one. Moving into number 4, we have the Thunder River Rapids accident that happened back in 2016. During this ride, the raft actually flipped over, killing 4 people in the process. This happened at the Dream World amusement park on Australia's Gold Coast. Park management permanently closed down this ride due to the accident. This is a very scary recreation of what happened.
What's going on here? What, it like went over them? Oh, they flipped?
The ride has been open since 1986 and was closed more recently in 2016 after the deaths. Police did investigate this case, but no criminal charges were laid against any person in relations to the deaths. Moving into number 3, let's talk about the Disneyland accident. The ride we're talking about is Big Thunder Mountain Railroad.
It's like the actual footage.
Okay, that looks pretty familiar. I've actually been on this ride many times, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have as well.
No, I haven't. I've only been on like 2 roller coasters in my life, bro. 3 if you want to include like the ones that like stay in place. Well, I wouldn't even call that a roller coaster. It was just like a, well, if you've been to Myrtle Beach or live in South Carolina, you know that upside down house. I went there. It was pretty cool. Indeed.
Back in 1998, a 5-year-old boy was seriously injured when his foot became wedged between the passengers' cars. The ride was stopped and he was rescued, but all of his toes on his left foot needed to be amputated. Also 2003, on the same ride, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, a 22-year-old man passed away after suffering severe blunt force trauma and extensive internal bleeding after the ride derailed. 10 other riders were also injured. Next up, we have Alton Towers accident on the Smiler ride at number 2. This right here is Vicki Belch and Leah Washington. They both didn't know each other, but they were both involved with the roller coaster accident at Alton Towers that took place in 2015 when they were about 20 and 23 years old at the time. Both of them lost a leg in the crash. They have suffered life-changing injuries and now have to use bionic legs for their everyday lives. This is the aftermath of the crash. There were 16 people injured in total. Alton Towers has been sued and millions of dollars was rewarded to Leah Washington Washington and Vicky due to the negligence. And at number 1, we actually have an accident that just happened a few days ago. Well, at the time of this recording, this is a pre-recorded video. 2 people were found dead after a roller coaster was derailed at a Mexico City amusement park. 6 other riders were treated for shock after the accident on the 𝐭𝐬 roller coaster.
Well, you give them shock therapy? Yeah, fuck these roller coasters, bro. These roller coasters are just giving me another reason not to ride any, you know what I'm saying?
Ride. The last train on the ride detached itself and fell more than 30 feet, hitting a steel support beam on its way down. There was a lot of spectators, and some people saw 2 people hitting their heads on their way down, and they hit their heads on metal beams. The 2 men were just 18 and 21 years old. The theme park did come out with the statement. They said, and I quote, "Deeply regrets the terrible accident that happened today in its facilities." They also said total complete support to our affected guests, and they are working with the local authorities on the investigation. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this video.
Well, guys, this was video. Hope you enjoyed it. Which one of the scary accents was the most interesting to you? Enjoy the reaction content. You guys want more reaction videos like this in future? You guys need to do. I'll see you next one. Peace.